The hum of the twin-engine aircraft filled the small cabin, steady and rhythmic, like a heartbeat in the clouds. Outside, the sky stretched endless in blue, dotted with wisps of white. Inside, panic was quietly blooming. "Mr. Harris." Lily's small voice trembled as she glanced toward the cockpit. The pilot, gray-haired, calm, and kind, sat unnaturally still, his hand frozen on the throttle. "Mr. Harris," she called again, louder this time. No response. The plane jolted slightly, a warning tremor. Her breath caught in her chest. The headset beside him crackled with static. "Cessna 402, do you copy?" A distant voice called. Lily's heart hammered. Her father was gone, he had passed years ago, and now the man who was supposed to fly her home wasn't moving. The plane was still in the air, but for how long? She swallowed hard, hands shaking as she reached for the headset. Hello, this is Lily, she said, her voice breaking. "The pilot's not, he's not waking up." "Copy that, Lily," the voice replied, calm but urgent. "You're doing great. My name's Captain Reeves. We're going to get you home, okay?" Her eyes darted over the controls, hundreds of dials, switches, and levers that made no sense to an 11-year-old. Her palms were slick with sweat. "Can you reach the control yoke in front of you?" Reeves asked. She nodded, even though he couldn't see. "Why yeah, okay. Gently hold it. That's how you steer. Keep it level. Don't pull too hard." The plane tilted right, and she gasped. Clouds slid across the windshield as the horizon slanted dangerously. "Okay, Lily, small movements," Reeves said, his voice anchoring her. "Breathe, you're flying the plane now." Her heart felt like it might burst. But slowly, trembling, she leveled the wings. The aircraft steadied. "That's it," Reeves said softly. "Good job, sweetheart, you're keeping us in the sky." Down below, news had already broken. An 11-year-old girl was flying alone after her pilot collapsed midair. Every control tower between Florida and Georgia was tuned in, rescue crews scrambling, air traffic clearing a path. The world watched, helpless and astonished, as the girl's shaky voice continued over the radio. "Captain, I'm scared. I know, Lily, but you're brave. You can do this." The sun began to dip low, turning the clouds gold. Through her tears, she could see the runway ahead, tiny, far away, but real. "Okay, Lily," Reeves said. "Ease back just a little, keep the nose up, that's perfect." The plane touched down with a bounce, then another, before rolling to a shaky stop. Silence. Then the radio erupted in cheers. Lily let go of the controls, her small hands trembling. The headset crackled one last time. "You did it, Lily," Reeves said. "You just landed a plane." Outside, flashing lights rushed toward her. Inside, the world's youngest pilot sat frozen, shaking, crying, and quietly realizing she had just done the impossible. The cabin door swung open with a hiss, and the cool rush of evening air hit Lily's tear-streaked face. Red and blue lights danced outside the windows. Paramedics climbed aboard, voices urgent but soft. "Sweetheart, it's okay, you're safe now," one of them said as he reached her. But Lily didn't move. Her hands were still gripping the control yoke, knuckles white, eyes wide and unfocused. The paramedic gently pried her fingers free. "Easy, you did amazing, honey. You're on the ground." Behind him, two medics moved toward the pilot. Their radios buzzed, code words exchanged, tones heavy. Lily turned her head slightly and saw the gray-haired man who'd promised to get her home. His seatbelt was still fastened. He hadn't moved. Her lip trembled. He didn't make it, did he? No one answered right away. That silence told her everything. Outside, cameras flashed beyond the emergency barriers. Reporters had already gathered near the fence line. The headline was spreading faster than the plane had flown. 11-year-old girl lands plane alone after pilot dies mid-flight. Lily was helped down the steps, her small sneakers touching the tarmac as if the ground might vanish again. A firefighter placed a blanket around her shoulders. "You saved yourself, kiddo," he murmured. "You did what grown pilots train years for." But Lily didn't feel like a hero. She just felt empty, drained by the roar of adrenaline leaving her veins. Her eyes lifted to the darkening sky. Somewhere up there, the clouds she'd flown through still glowed orange from the sunset. A woman in a Navy uniform approached, Commander Harris, her late pilot's sister. Her eyes were red, but she smiled as she knelt before the girl. "You gave my brother peace in his last flight," the commander said quietly. "He always said the sky would test the brave. You proved him right." Lily's throat tightened. I didn't mean to be brave, she whispered. The commander squeezed her shoulder. That's the only kind of brave that counts. Moments later, Lily was led to a rescue van. She sat inside, wrapped in the blanket, as reporters shouted questions through the glass. How did she do it? Did she have training? Is it true she flew for nearly 40 minutes alone? The questions blurred together, meaningless noise. In the control tower, Captain Reeves removed his headset. His hands shook as he rubbed his eyes. 11 years old, he muttered. She just saved her own life. Around him, every technician stood in silence, awe written across their faces. Hours later, as the airport grew quiet, a single voice message from Reeves reached Lily's mother. Greater than, "Ma'am, your daughter is safe." She was scared, but she never gave up. The whole world just watched your little girl do something incredible. That night, Lily finally slept. Her dreams were full of clouds and sunlight, this time, with her father's voice beside her, whispering, "You kept the sky steady, kiddo." And somewhere, across news stations and screens around the world, the image of the small, trembling girl stepping off that plane played over and over, a reminder that courage doesn't wait to grow up.